Welcome, Scorpio, to your general weekly tarot reading for approximately January 12th through January 19th. Dates are approximate and flexible, though, so you might find resonance with this message whenever you view it, or you might find none at all since it's a general reading. So just take anything that does resonate with you, leave the rest for someone else, and remember, never put anyone else's judgment above your own. So what we're doing here, Scorpio, is from the minor arcana, looking for the physical, mental, and spiritual realms. So we're starting with the physical realm here. And then from the major arcana, we want one card for the overall energy. So nothing is jumping out yet. Oh, spoke too soon. We have the Four of Swords in the physical realm this week, my Scorpio friends. Okay, so now we're looking for the mental realm. While we do that, Scorpio, I might just mention, I hope there was no confusion if you're a subscriber or a returning viewer, but I did change the name of the channel this week. I was inspired to do so. So welcome to High Priestess Influence. And if you are new, welcome to High Priestess Influence. I did explain kind of briefly why I did that in another video. I think it was called Messages for the Influencers. If you're interested in something like that, you might want to check that out. That's your mental realm there. And also, I did realize that I have not been getting all of your comments. I don't know if it's a setting I have or what, but YouTube has deemed some of your comments as spam. And, you know, like I would get an email saying that someone commented, and then I would go to try to reply to it, and the comment wouldn't be there. And then I discovered that some comments, which don't seem like spam, have been sent to spam. And yet there are others that are obviously spam. So, yeah, I want to try to figure that out. So if you have commented, I apologize that I really was not ignoring you. So let me get the overall energy here then from the major arcana, and we have one. We have the sun. Oh my God, Scorpio. Yay, Scorpio. The sun. Here comes the sun. I think that's George Harrison, right? His song. I'm dating myself for sure. You probably don't even know who that is. Okay. In your physical realm this week, you're kind of like taking a time out. Now, this is very general because only one card jumped out here, Scorpio, but, you know, you're taking a rest, you're taking a break. And for some of you, you might actually be meditating. And if you are, I commend you. I applaud you. That is wonderful. And if you're not, maybe this is the message that you should start, my Scorpio friends. But basically, this is kind of like taking a time out to solidify yourself, to get your bearings, to, you know, feel that solid foundation, that four, see the four of swords, that foundational energy. And my Scorpio friends, if you're not aware of this, 2020 is a 4 universal year. So as a planet, we are going to be creating foundations for ourselves. You know, maybe, you know, on a large scale as the collective, and also in our own personal lives, this energy will affect us. We each have our own personal year, but the energy of the four and setting foundations for ourselves, you know, will affect each of us. So this energy very much matches the universal energy here. So in the mental realm, this is what's on your mind, what you're focused on, what you're thinking about, what you're talking about. You have the 10 of Wands reversed and the Page of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so These cards kind of jumped out sideways, but more reversed here. So I put them in the reverse. But the message can really almost be, it can be very similar, especially with the 10 of Wands here, because what I'm feeling is that, okay, it's becoming more clear to me, Saggy. All right, so you finished something. You finished something. You're done with it. You're done with it. And it may be that some of you haven't let go of the wands yet, and some of you have. Okay, so some of you you're thinking about, you're focused on something you've just finished, something that has come to an end, a cycle, a journey, a project, a situation, something has come to an end. And some of you are still carrying the burden or the aftermath or the after effects of it. And others are doing a better job of letting it go. And some of you are doing a better job of accepting a new situation, a new direction, a new project, a new journey, whatever that is. And others are more resistant or less clear about what's next. And I'm feeling, because the Page of Pentacles specifically jumped out, that this is related to your money, maybe how you make money. So it could be your job, your career. It could be an investment of sorts. It will vary specifically. Those are just examples of what this is to you. But, just as an example, like maybe some investment has matured and you don't know what to do with it next, or you do. Like I said, they kind of jumped out. They jumped out more reversed, but they weren't completely reversed. I did put them reversed because they were more, but it's possible, again, that there's a mixed message. Some of you know what to do next, and others are still undecided. But it also may be the example of a job, right? It may be that a job or a project related to your job has come to an end, and some of you are still dealing with the aftermath and not letting it go, and others, again, have put it behind you, and you're kind of like taking a break from it. Some of you might actually be taking a vacation, but you're taking a break. You're giving yourself a timeout. You're kind of getting your bearings together before you move on to something else. Okay? Now, you have the 5 of Cups, and only the 5 of Cups jumped out as your message from the universe. And Scorpio, I think that some of you have been having a rough time of it lately in some aspect or area. Again, it might be related to your job, but you've been having a rough time of it. But it's time to change your focus. It's time to let go of the pessimism. It's time to let go of the low expectations. Wow, Scorpio, I feel this really, really strongly. I feel that it's time to let go of the negative expectations, the low expectations that you've been having related to one particular area of your life. And I do feel for a lot of you, but not necessarily all of you, I feel like for a lot of you, it's your job, it's your career, it's what you're doing to earn money. And you've been having some negative experiences, but like, I feel as though it's become a regular momentum for some of you where you've had some negative experience, and then you expect a negative experience, and then that negative experience leads you to expect another one and another one and another one. It's become a regular momentum, and it's time for a change. The 5 is the number of change. It's time to change your focus. It's time to change what you're looking at. It's time to let go of the pessimism. It's time to look at what is working for you and give no attention to what isn't, because that will raise your vibration instead of keeping it in the same place of low expectations. And Scorpio, you had the sun jump out as your overall energy. I mean, what card is more fun than the sun? Just joy, happiness, playing, playfulness. Scorpio, if you're watching this reading, you obviously have a spiritual side to you. Well, we all do. You obviously acknowledge your spiritual side, Scorpio. So I just want to remind you how significant the sun is, both figuratively and literally, how important it is. And I want to remind you that you are an eternal, non-physical being who has chosen to incarnate into this physical experience for fun, for joy, for expansion, for the experience. And your non-physical self realizes that this is nothing is serious here. That you came in here knowing you would experience contrast, knowing you would experience some negativity, but knowing that it is the contrast that provides you with the opportunity for the growth and expansion that you came here for. But you don't need to or want to get stuck in the negative expectations. You don't want to get stuck in looking at the spilled cups and not giving time and attention to the upright cups, to the bridge over there, to the castle in the distance, right? So the universe is telling you, let go of the pessimism, let go of the negativity. You've got the energy of the sun around you. And Scorpio, if you choose so, you can harness the heat of this sun, harness it, and put it to work for you, and change the momentum, and keep this sun energy going. And when you do stray away from the sun energy, all you have to do is catch yourself quickly and bring yourself right back to it. And when you remind yourself that there's nothing serious going on here, that you came here for joy and expansion, that you've been here before and you'll be here again, and that this is just one brief experience in the existence of you. So Scorpio, very interestingly enough, the candle went out just as the message has finished here. So Scorpio, I hope you have found some resonance or value with this message. And I hope you have found some resonance with the sun energy and the energy of, finding your solidity, finding your solid ground, grounding yourself through rest, relaxation, and meditation, and focusing on this energy of joy and fun, and harnessing the energy of the sun. Scorpio, thank you so much for being with me. If this resonates not at all with you, check out your moon and rising sign messages, because they often or sometimes resonate more. But I do want to thank you for your support. Thank you for being with me. If you feel so inclined to support me, you can just like and subscribe. I would appreciate that. Either way, Scorpio, I hope to see you back here again next week. Have a beautiful, sun-filled week.